Billy, how are you finding spearheading Liverpool's commercial operations, the new standard development of Anfield? I mean, how are you progressing in terms of finding a sponsor, some naming rights for that stand?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing, the most important thing, is that the redevelopment of the stand gives us the opportunity to remain at Anfield for the foreseeable future, secures the future of football at Anfield, which is really important. Anfield is such an amazing stadium and a great place. It's so important in the history of the club. So from that perspective, it's a very important development for all of us. What the opportunity allows for is an improved experience for the fans, which is number one, the most important thing. So adding 8,500 new seats to the stadium will take our capacity up to kind of mid 50,000, which is a great range for us to be in at this point. And then from a sponsorship perspective, and also from a hospitality perspective, it does create a great opportunity for us from a revenue side as well. So, a good portion of those seats will be premium seats and hospitality seats, which frankly allows us to pay back the investment. It's a significant investment into this redevelopment. And then from a sponsorship perspective, whether it's a naming rights partner of the stand itself or naming partners of the lounges that will be within the stand, again, it gives us more opportunity to generate revenue around this great, exciting development.
So no fixed decision has been made whether it's going to be personal suites or if it's going to be the stand in itself?
I think it'll probably be a combination of both, to be honest. I think there's a great opportunity within the stand itself, or with the stand itself. I think the size and scale of the stand is the largest all-seater stand in all of European football. So it's going to be a significant structure, and I think, again, just given the importance that it holds for Anfield for the future, for a naming partner will be a significant place within the partnerships of the club. And then we'll probably have some opportunities within the lounges themselves within the stand. So probably a combination of both.
How conscious are you when you're thinking about a sponsor, particularly of a stand, quite a significant part of the stadium, that you're being quite conscious of the tradition that Liverpool have? Balance that with the commercial side. You want to maximise those opportunities.
Yeah, I think that's. It's something that we take into consideration, frankly, with every partnership that we have. Obviously, one of the great things about the club is the history and the tradition, and in particular that experience on the match day for the fans. So we are very conscious of trying to protect that, making sure that this development improves that match day experience from a fan's perspective. The atmosphere at Anfield is incredible atmosphere. We want that to improve, and having 8,500 more fans hopefully will do that. So, and I think as you've seen with some of the designs, there's been a lot of attention paid to trying to create a new stand, but something that looks like it's almost always been there. So that's been something that's been taken into consideration. At the same time, as you say, there's the realities of the world we live in, and we are looking for new revenue opportunities, and this allows us to have a significant opportunity to take to the market, and as well as to bring in a partner that will take a significant seat at the table, if you will, as it relates to our partnerships business.
Obviously, it's more than just a stand. There's quite a big development going on here.
Absolutely, yeah.
But a lot of Liverpool fans, I think, will probably be fearing that they may well be impacted in terms of their ticket costs going forward. How do you see the new development influencing perhaps even other areas of the stadium?
Yeah, well, I think from a ticketing perspective, we look at ticketing as the entire stadium, so it won't just be as it relates to the new stand. Obviously, that has an impact because we look at the overall stadium, and that's part of the stadium and a significant part, starting with 16-17 season. From our perspective, we've taken an approach where our focus is on trying to find or trying to price the stadium essentially where the best seats in the house or the best seats in the stadium are priced at the highest level, and we create a stretching from sort of high to low. So there's affordable tickets, which has also been a focus for us, kids tickets, junior tickets, creating different price structures so that we can allow and appeal to all the fans. But that is something that we'll look at in its totality once the new stand opens.
And you foresee some sort of increase there?
I think we'll probably see some increases, but we'll also see, some of the lower prices that we've actually brought down over the course of the last several seasons continue to come down. So again, it's about finding affordable pricing throughout the stadium and finding that right spread of ticket prices from low to high.
And obviously the opening of that new stand coincides with the start of the new Premier League television deal, of course.
It does, yeah.
How does that influence, again, your ticketing structure? Because all footballing bodies are asking for that money to go into various things. The clubs are going to get the first choice on that. So how is that going to influence particularly ticket prices?
Well, I think as it relates to ticket pricing specifically, that's one component of the overall revenue structure of the club. So, there's a lot of different things happening across the revenue areas of the club, whether that's partnerships or whether that's media, as you say. So we look at the ticketing component of it as a standalone, and we price the stadium based upon the seating location and the locations of where those seats will be.